When I had to go get my visa to play China, I went in there and they're like, "What are you doing there?" I'm like, "I'm working. I got gigs." And like, "You're working? Where's your letter of invitation from the government? Where's your $50,000? You know?" And I'm like, I don't know." It's like early when you go to China. Canada. You have to tell them you're just visiting a friend.
Yeah,
it was that too. I didn't realize. So I called the promoters. I was like, "What do I do?" They go back. Only Bieber can afford the proper channels to play China. Go back in there and tell them you're just there to see the Great Wall. And I'm like, "But I was just in there." And he goes, "So you know how we can't tell them apart? It's a two-way street."
No.
Yeah. He goes, "Just go right. Try not to go to that window, but if you do, it won't matter." And I got called in that window. She goes, "Hi, how you doing?" I thought she was fucking with me. I'm like, "Here to do some traveling in China." She's, "Okay."
That was it. Damn. Dude, did you go with the same group that I went with? Did you go to?
I didn't go with that Lee guy. I went with Turner Sparks and Andy Curtain.
No, it was a different group, I think. That was one of the best things about doing comedy, man, was just the places you got to go.
You couldn't afford it.
No.
And you just never would have been able to do it. And it flew you to fucking Suzhou, China, Guangxi, and all these places. You know, like, dick jokes are paying for this.
Yeah.
It was wild. And you meet the local scenes. I'm like, there's a comedy scene in Hong Kong.
That was the best.
It was so cool. Iceland. You're going to Australia and just weird spots.
Yeah, we went to one right there. That's Guantanamo Bay.
You played Guantanamo Bay.
With Mike.
That's in Cuba?
Yeah, who's that guy on the right guy? Jewish guy, too. Mike.
E?
No.
Smoothie?
Is that Mike Costa with us? Patrick DeGear.
Oh, that's Costa. Yeah, It looks like Costa.
Patrick DeGear, Mike Costa.
Who's Patrick DeGear? The blind one.
Oh, yeah, Patrick DeGear. Yeah, he's blind.
That's you on the left?
Yeah.
Damn.
I had good hair.
Look how angry your hair is.
Yeah, zoom in on it,
and that
man.
kid never inside a chick?
Never. What an idiot.
That's that was his time.
Bro, he nutted in his shampoo bottle
you never won a title.
times.
You never won a title in your prime.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck, I was young as fuck, bitch.
Damn.
I was doing good.
You look like Dane Cook there.
Yeah, bro. Dane and Shane.
Get that off the ground. Come on, NBC, make your comeback.
No.
So you just went all over. Look at that. That's the Guantanamo Bay Lighthouse behind you.
Went to Guantanamo Bay.
Isn't it so fucking cool you can go out places like that?
Crazy. Went to dude, Guantanamo Bay, I didn't realize, first of all, nice golf courses there.
Underrated.
You'd never know it. We got to see the prisoners play some volleyball.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Did you play in your jeans and no shirt like in Top Gun?
No, they wouldn't let us get that close to them or whatever. Oh. And some of them had blindfolds on or whatever, but they were still playing. Unbelievable. Just to do to get out in the yard or whatever and have a...
Oh, the prisoners.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they had these...
They could play volleyball?
Iguanas down there, foxes, rodents, unique animals. They had a beach, this thing called Glass Beach. It had all this, used to be glass, but it all was rounded out now.
From the tides? Where else did they send you? Where else did you go? I went to
Azores. We went to the Azores, which is somewhere, I don't know.
Is that Portugal?
Yes. Off the coast of Portugal, between Portugal and America. Pretty amazing. What about you?
I just remember I saw Paul Morrissey today. You know him?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to
3-point Paul. He's a basketball player,
He's
too.
great. We got flown to Switzerland, Montreux, Switzerland for a festival.
Yeah.
And then we made a deal with each other. Like, let's keep going places. Yeah, then Iceland, Australia, but the China gigs, those weird gigs, Dominican Republic. And you're just like...
You went to Dominican Republic?
Mm-hmm. And you're just here on their dime. The Anchorage gigs.
Oh, I never did that.
Those were good. They take you on either a thing above the glaciers or deep sea fishing. Me and David Taylor went deep sea fishing. We cut one open right there. It had all these dots in it. He's like, "What's that?" He's like, "Well, it's egg. It's pregnant, so it's eggs." And he goes, "Is that caviar?" I goes, "Yeah." "Can you eat it raw?" I go, "Yeah, you can." He showed us and ate it. And David's like, "I'll have some." Right out of the thing. Every pregnant one we found, David just started filling up on it. And then
Did he get sick?
So sick. You're not supposed to fill up on caviar on a boat.
Yeah, dude. Especially when you're poor.
Yeah. You can barely afford a burrito, and you're eating fresh out of the womb caviar.
Bro, if somebody brought caviar to me, I'd fucking...
Served in a womb.
Oh, I'd fucking serve a sword to their neck, dude. You can't fucking eat caviar if you're poor, dude.
Yeah, that doesn't go.
Your stomach's like, chill out,
Yeah.
You know, your system can't handle it.
God, those gigs were good. They just fly out somewhere, and it was just like on their dime. And you're just like, they cover the hotel. They let you know where to stay. There's no arranging.
Yeah, you never made any money.
Yeah, right.
But it
few
was just
$100,
broke even.
maybe. But then like you're living like on a vacation to the level I can barely afford now.
Yeah.
All covered. It was so cool.
Dude, we went one time to, what's the blue stuff that they put in drinks? It's they put it in like a,
Oh, Curacao?
yes. Boom. That place. It's an island.
Oh.
So we went there.
You went there on comedy?
Yes.
Zoom out from the map. I want to see where this is on the map. Go and then slowly zoom out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Night near Bonaire. Okay, out. Where the fuck
They
is
keep
this?
moving this
I really
place.
don't know what content it is
Me
yet.
neither.
Okay, in the Caribbean.
Every couple years they move this place somewhere else.
It's like the island from Lost.
We went. Go look at a picture of it, dude. It is like a small place. There's only one area that has a few buildings, and then there's this military base there. But they manufacture this blue liqueur there. Yeah, that's the area. It's very small,
It's
dude.
beautiful.
It's beautiful, but there's nothing. I mean, this is it, right? And then we went to this military place. I think we did a show, and then they had they put us up in these rooms, and then you go into the facility where the rooms were, like, and it just kind of looked like a bear, like almost like a community college type of, or like an old high school, just like the cinder block kind of wall, you know, with painted over and stuff. Then we opened the door to this one room, and it was the most eccentric, craziest room I'd ever been in.
Dolled up different.
Yes. Like, I think fancy, like, operatives or somebody came down there every once in a while, and they put him up in this crazy place and probably get him some chicks or whatever. But it was
real hostile vibe.
unbelievable. We went with cheerleaders from
What?
Houston Texans cheerleaders.
What?
Yeah.
That's when you would have nutted.
Yeah. Shoulda.
Who's that?
That's the room I was in.
Wow.
Me and
that
Jay
is
Davis were in it.
crazy.
But every other room was normal, and then they had this one room that was crazy. It had like mirrored ceilings, like heavy cocaine vibes. Me and Jay Davis.
Yeah, that's a coke vibe for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was just crazy. There's me and him just
Wait, back up. It's,
wishing we had some women.
look, those are you in shape there?
I was in shape.
God damn, bro.
I used to
Wait, what?
Yeah,
That's you on the left.
I used to jerk myself off. That's how good looking I was.
Damn, dude, you need to lower those pants a little bit. Show that V. What?
Who is that? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bama.
BLM, dude. I don't know what's going on over there. But that was pretty amazing. That's cool. But yeah, going places like that was unbelievable. Military, you ever do any of the ones where you were in like Iraq or?
No, I just had Nate and Louis Katz and Joe List on my podcast about going to Kuwait and with a stopover in Istanbul. And it's just like that same thing of like, what are we doing here? It's all paid for and set up.
Yeah, that was crazy. And you just thought you were like, this is crazy.
Because like when you grow up, you're like, I'll probably never go there ever.
Yeah.
Let alone on someone else's dime.
Yeah, they had a woman in a black.
Yeah.
They had a woman gave me a
Coming
BJ
soon. You'll be tripping.
and a
What?
Blackhawk. Gave me a BJ and a Blackhawk on the ground
They arranged that for you?
No, she arranged it.
Okay.
She arranged it, and she said, "Oh, the airfield is I don't know what it was, like unattended or something tonight." But yeah, pretty cool. And then what else? Oh, another time.
Wait. Wow.
I know, pretty neat. I think that was in
Would
like
she hold your hand and make a man out of you?
I don't know what happened.
Wait, you got a blowjob in a Black Hawk helicopter?
Pretty cool.
Did she leave no man behind, or did she like?
I don't remember. I remember she had a huge kind of zit on her neck, or like a goiter or something.
You're just looking at that the whole
I
time.
think she was from like Philly or something, like
a
from
way to last
Manayunk
longer.
or something. But really a sweet gal. And
Seems nice.
oh, there was another group that went jogging in the morning in the Air Force, and she slipped over into my little cabin or whatever.
She slipped out of line of the jog.
And I couldn't get an erection. I was too like freaked out or something. I thought they were going to come in with guns. I didn't fucking know how the military works.
Where was this?
This was in somewhere near Kuwait, Arif John, or one of these bases or something. Pretty cool.
Wow.
Those were good. Yeah, it was good. A good time. It was good for
everybody.
It was just
Really helped
cool.
morale.
Yeah, they would take you out in the middle of nowhere. You just shoot a bunch of guns, and
That was Kuwait? You
Yeah.
went to Kuwait.
Yeah, whatever the one in Iraq. Yeah. Arif John, that's where we flew in. Then we went to these forward operating bases.
I think that's where they went too. I think it might have been the same one.
It was pretty great.
I want to get you on my podcast about that year.
When I went to there, semester at sea? Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll come talk about that. I never talk about it.
I met a guy. It would go perfect with that pod, but also like
Journey. What's it called? The trip?
You Be Tripping.
You Be Tripping.
Just about a place you've been, but I haven't had ocean as any. But I met a guy in my neighborhood.
Dude, I never talk about that whole trip.
We were talking. He goes, "Do you know Theo Vaughn?" I was like, "Yeah, it's a friend of mine." And he goes, "I was on a boat with him once." And I was like, "Oh, weird." And he goes, No. It was like a 6-month thing.
Yeah, that
I gotta
was
get
it.
his name. See if you remember. I gotta remember his name.
Semester at sea, white guy?
Yeah, white guy, James.
James was his name. James.
But anyway, yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be perfect. That sounds so cool."
Oh, it was great. Yeah, semester at sea was like a floating school. Took off out of Canada, out of Vancouver over there, and just went around the whole world. Finished in Florida. We stopped at Cuba on the way.
You did?
On the way back, yeah. Fidel came and spoke to us too. It was pretty crazy.
Really?
Yeah. But
What?
then we just tried to get out. Oh, dude, I'll tell you this fun thing that happened. So we went out and nobody spoke any Spanish or whatever. We would just do like that if somebody talked to us in Spanish, you know? We would fucking just do that and order a Cuba Libre, you know?
Oh man, they're great there.
Oh yeah, the Havana Club.
Yeah, we went to the Havana Club.
Yeah.
We saw a guy picking his nose so hard for so long. So long. I have a picture of it. I can't show it because it's being too much hate. But
hard workers over there.
No, this is a white guy. This is a white guy. Get rid of that fucking pollution.
Yeah, a lot of people travel over there, pick their nose.
It hits different in Cuba. The flick goes further.
And then, so we were at this thing. We're just walking down the streets, and finally we find this kind of party going on. It looked like there was some people. There was like a birthday cake and stuff for this old guy, and these people like were drinking, and we were drinking. So we all just start kind of dancing in this little kind of foyer area, like off the edge of this house and stuff, and we're hanging out and stuff. And we singing happy birthday and dancing. And then you start to realize, I look over and this old guy is going down on this woman. They were hookers that they'd hired for these two old dudes that hired some hookers for their birthday.
What?
And we're just fucking there like cutting the cake with them and shit. We're like, what the fuck are we doing, bro?
There's a lot of hookers there.
Yeah. Was there?
Yeah, I didn't get any. You see them though. I'm like, I haven't seen any hookers. And you notice like, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, that. They're like, hi. And you're like, yep. They're just dressed different.
Yeah, that was. And then we
had to go get bread
game.
and cheese.
You got what?
We were staying with a guy, and they were like, "Should we help? Should we help?" He goes, "No, I got it. I got you." And then when the hurricane was coming, like, "Should we go out and like get like supplies?" And he goes, "Yes." Like he was like, "Oh shit, you're worried." So we're like on the hunt for bread and cheese, and everywhere we went, they're like, "We're out."
Nuh-uh.
And then Bobby Kelly was like, "All right, let's go to the next place. We got to go." And he goes, "Well, hold on, there's cookies here." I'm like, "Bob, it's not a cookie time, dude. Let's go." So what else you see?
An alcoholic with a dessert. It's hard. It's fucking.
As a replacement.
And then I'm trying to think of anything else that happened that was super great over there. I just happened pretty quick, and we just drank with like a lot of like homeless people. Like a lot of times you would pull in, you were on a boat docks. You were always like around like homeless people and shit, and wherever boat docks are.
Right. That's not the typical vibe of a city.
Right. Like sometimes it was like cool, like Miami, and then sometimes it was like you were in like Jersey. You know, like it was hit or miss. You know, some of these ports you went into. So you'd roll off thinking like, oh, we're going to be in the lap of like some cool area, and you'd just be in like the industrial and the docks, you know, like in Belfast or something.
Yeah, exactly. Who would go here?
Yeah.
No one in LA goes to where the ships dock.
People are just getting fucking wasted. It's just at some
I've been at sea for 9 months. Get me hookers and drugs now.
Oh, dude, all the staff that worked on the cruise ship, they were from like Trinidad and Tobago and stuff like that. And so they would all go get hookers the second that the boat docked. You'd see them file out like ants just to go get hookers in these different countries.
I went last year, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah?
For Carnival.
Was it nice?
It was so much fun. For Carnival, I dressed the whole outfit with the big fucking feathers, and you just dance and drink for days.
Wow.
It was so much fun.
Who'd you go with?
A chick. Yeah. I met my friend. My friend's like in line to be the prime minister there from college.
Really?
Yeah, his dad was the prime minister. And then when I met him, he was the ambassador to America.
White guy? Tobagan?
No. Dark skin black.
Dark skin black.
Yeah, they only have Indians and blacks there pretty much. But,
oh, yeah.
But everyone's dancing, whining on each other. They're whining on me. They were playing This Is Not Happening for some reason on loop.
No.
On loop. So like for like 4 hours a day, they were playing This Is Not Happening in Trinidad. No residuals. And so I was getting recognized in Trinidad and Tobago. some chick was like, "Are you Ari Shaffir? Can I?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Can I whine on you?" I'm like, "Yeah." She just fucking backing it
That's
up.
what they do there?
Yeah. It's not even sexual. It's just like backing it up right on your ass and just rub it, and they just go all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh,
And what do they call it? Whined on you?
whining.
Whining.
It's their dance. Whining.
And it's Tobagan?
I guess so.
Wow.
Steel pan, all that shit. It was so fucking cool. I love that.
What do you notice after traveling to some of these places? What are the things you miss about America, and what do you think are the things that we lose by being such a capitalistic environment?
Food is cleaner other places.
Okay.
Like in Cuba, they don't have much, but they don't have like chemicals to put in there either.
Right.
And then it's like the need to like work for life. Oh, she's teaching how to whine. I might have watched this video before I went.
God. And what do you do? Stand there?
Stand there, could lift one leg around them, try to go down with them. Even you can't do it, but they're like, it's funny, the white guy trying. But there's no like, they're not like mad at you for being there. There's so few whites.
There are?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the real one has more.
Whoa, pregnancia.
You just,
That's when your nuts go missing right there.
wow. Let's learn to whine. Jesus, lady.
I know. Alto, alto. I caught a pickpocket in Croatia one time. Got a picture with him.
He pickpocketed you?
Caught him fucking just like that.
And then you're like, I'm not mad at you. Let's just take a
Let's
picture.
get a photo. Yeah, and he ran off. Little guy. Little fucking five goes thieving. Crazy
Crazy. Like, hey,
motherfucker.
no. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
Fair's fair.
Yeah,
It's just like you notice like, oh, we have some good things where we are. You know, you get to appreciate that. But then also like the need to work as your method of reward, you know, it's like, nah, it shouldn't be that. It should be work to play.
like how much value we put on that.
Yeah, it's like never ending work till you die. And they're like, they're work for the weekend. You try to go towards like some fun.
Yeah.
So there they have like carnival season. It's a month plus long. Parties. It's great. Juvet, everyone's like throwing paint on each other and mud.
Juvet?
Juvet.
Juvet?
It's like Jovert.
That's in Trinidad?
Yeah, it's a night before. So you're up all night. You get 2 hours of sleep, then go back to drinking and whining. Yeah, that's Juvet.
Juvet.
Juvert.
Dash
Yeah.
Ouvrt.
Everyone's fighting with.
And they're fist fighting?
No,
Partying.
they're fighting with paint. No, they're
Okay.
not. Yeah, they're in a great mood. It's all pretty safe.
Let's look about Juvet. Can you find me any information on it? It looks beautiful.
It's the day before.
So color. A traditional carnival celebration in many countries throughout the Caribbean. The parade is believed to have its foundation in Trinidad and Tobago with roots steeped in French Afro-Creole traditions. Wow, such as canboulé.
Canboulé, what is that?
Click
Yeah, it
on
sounds so fucking weird.
Click on
And it comes from like some weird version of like Christianity and slavery celebrating.
Oh, yeah. Canboulé is a precursor to Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. The festival is also where calypso music has its roots.
Steel drum. You know why they did steel drum? Because they outlawed drumming because they were like, you're like riling people up. So like, well, let's get these abandoned steel drums, like the oil drums. We'll make music out of that.
Go back to that information, Nick. It was originally a harvest festival at which drums, singing, dancing, and chanting were an integral part. Huh. Yep. Canboulé has played an important role in the development of the music of Trinidad and Tobago, for it was the banning of percussion instruments in the 1880s that led to the surreptitious innovations that gave birth to steel pan music. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, here's me in my fucking costume.
Wow.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, Baba.
It was so fucking fun. So he showed us how to do it. My friend Brian.
Dude, that's so cool. You look like a native, bro.
Yeah, I got lost in it.
You look so native.
It was so fun.
I
mean, they party. They
Yeah?
do it right. There's no status. There's no any of that.
like, what do you mean they party?
They go to let loose. Like a Filipino lady and like all the Filipinos in like China and stuff, when it's the weekend, they party. They just dance on the docks together.
Right.
They go for it. They're like, let's let loose. It's not about like which table am I at? Who's gonna be here?
Yeah.
It's the party for the sake of partying. It's like the downstairs on the Titanic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, everything else just gets a little bit fucking ridiculous out here. That I think you definitely notice that more in big cities.
Yeah, club life. Clubbing in Europe is about like doing drugs and dancing.
Yeah.
And here it's about like bottle service and velvet ropes.
Prestige, yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuff starts to disappear once you even get out of, I feel like, some of the bigger cities. I always notice too that Australians travel the most. I felt like.
Yeah.
It's like they go do it. It's how they.
We can't even comprehend it.
No.
You see one in the audience, like, oh, what are you doing here? It's like, I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, so just LA in the back? Like, no, LA, Vegas, Miami, and then Copenhagen, London, whatever. Like, how long are you going
Iowa
for?
Field of Dreams we're going to. There's always like one outlier thing they're going to see.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, why? Nobody goes that.
I
Like,
want to see Mickey Rooney's grave over there.
yeah, they go for like 2 months.
I know, it is really incredible, huh? They'll go. It's almost like that Amish thing, like what's the where they go to
Rumspringa.
Rumspringa.
Yeah.
Australians almost have that. We're like, I'm going to go see the world.
And Australians, all they really want to do is try the different Cokes from around the country.
Oh, they like doing cocaine?
Yeah, they love it. And they have the worst.
Oh, yeah.
They love it the most and have the worst.
Yeah.
So it's like, imagine you dunking. I love to dunk, but I can't really do it because I can't really do it. But then you go to like the moon and you're like, I can dunk now. All you want to do is just dunk all day. Yes.
Just fucking just jumping.
Right past the sun.
Um,
Where do you want to go? Still Argentina?
Yeah. Bariloche.
You know a place. Map that for me.
Let's see, Bariloche. Where the women swim like swine. Let me see it.
You don't know how to spell that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do we spell it?
I mean,
It's up to you, really. You're a free
it's up to
American.
fucking you, bro. It's up to you, boy.
Bariloche.
Bariloche.
Why that place? Where'd you hear about that?
You just heard about it from somebody? It's so funny when you hear about something when you're a kid and you just remember it forever, you know? You're like, yeah, I gotta go there.
Time with Bon Jovi. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, so it gets cold there too.
Oh, it looks perfect.
It does look perfect. San Carlos de Bariloche.
Looks beautiful. Halifax is beautiful. You've been there.
I just went for the first time.
Did you?
I've been trying to go to Eastern Canada for so fucking long, and my Jews just keep telling me it's not worth it for the money. And I'm like, I want to go. And they go, fine, only winter. I'm like, no. You got to be outside during that.
Yeah.
Like, you'll draw less. I'm like, who? Guys, get me out there. And I finally went. I loved it.
Beautiful.
Weird, cool people, isolated,
Yeah.
strange, different people. Real fucking, what's that movie where they put that guy in a box? And they burned it alive. I think one of them. I think Nicolas Cage did a remake of it. Not Matchstick.
The Wicker Man?
Wicker Man.
Is it
Looks
good?
like Wicker Man-ish for sure. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I love that. La Crosse, Wisconsin was a place that I liked in America.
Yeah, outside Mount Pelier.
Very beautiful. It's just like a perfect place.
I've been doing that now a lot. When I meet somebody from another country, I'm like, "What's your tips?" And they go, "Oh, we'll go to Buenos Aires." I'm like, "No. You're from Buenos Aires. Give me a restaurant, a bar, or where you go hiking outside of there."
Yeah.
And then they tell me, and I put it on Google Maps, and I'm like, I'm getting there.
Give me the grassroots.
Bariloche. I'm gonna write that one down.
And that's La Crosse, Wisconsin. I think it's one of the best little cities.
Bariloche.
Bariloche, yeah. Where the women swim like swine.